Your home is your castle, but if a fire broke out in your home, could you and your family escape? Each week we give this thrilling challenge to a typical North American family. Welcome to another episode of everyone's favorite game show, The Great Escape Challenge. Now let's welcome this week's family, the Garcias.
Hey, I'm Gloria. I'm Ricky Garcia.
And I'm Luis.
Alicia.
And here's everybody's favorite host, the Dashwood.
Hi, everyone. Let me tell you, we have some terrific challenges for the Garcias today. But before we begin, Gloria and Ricky will remind us of the rules.
In the Great Escape Challenge, families have a chance to earn up to 100 points by carrying out fire drills in their homes. Scoring is based partly on speed, but even more on following proper escape procedures. That means knowing the right things to do to escape a fire, and it means doing them correctly when pressure is on.
Speaking of pressure, I know another family that's feeling the squeeze right about now because they're preparing to appear on the Great Escape Challenge next week. They're the Millers, and we'll be finding out more about them later on in our program. Now, Alicia, I want you to take your family into your house and get ready for the first escape challenge. Here's the situation. It's the middle of the night, and your smoke alarms go off. Got it?
We've got it, Brent. Come on, let's go, people!
In challenge number 1, the fire is smoky, but nobody's exit route is blocked by flames or heavy smoke. Remember, this is just a drill, so you won't actually see any flames or smoke. For this TV challenge, our family is in regular clothes and shoes. In real life, people may be in their pajamas, but they'll still need to escape quickly without changing clothes.
Is everybody ready?
We're all set, Brent.
Now, all of you millions of viewers out there, I want you to watch carefully, because what you learned today could save your life. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's hear those smoke alarms!
It looks like Gloria is the first to react and get out of bed. There goes Ricky. He's feeling around his door for any sign of heat. He's got it open, and there he goes. The parents are moving a little more slowly, but they look like they know what they're doing. Gloria's in the hallway. She's dropped down and is crawling on all fours. Now, everyone is crawling. Now they're crouching as they go down the stairs. They're really moving, and they're coming out the front door. But they're not coming over here. Instead, they appear to be heading for... Yes, they're heading for the mailbox.
That was blazing 32 seconds. Great time. But as we'll see, time isn't everything. Good job, family. Let's give them a hand. Good job, family. Now, let's go through the replays and see what you scored for this round. If you made no mistakes, you'll get 20 points. Now, you all reacted quickly to the smoke alarms. That's good. Now, Ricky, here we see you feeling the doorknob and feeling the space around the door. What's that all about?
Well, if there was a fire outside, I'd feel the heat.
And if you felt heat?
I'd have to go in another way.
Perfect answer!
Brent, the judges see a problem on the replay.
Ooh, does anyone in the audience see the problem?
Opening the door.
What about opening the door?
Ricky opened it too fast.
Oh, Ricky, do you see the problem?
Oh, of course, you're supposed to open it just a crack at first.
Why?
If you see smoke when you crack it open, close it fast and go in another way.
Brent, the judges are indicating another problem on the replay. When Gloria left her room, she forgot to close the door behind her.
Ooh. An open door will give the fire more air. It will grow faster and do more damage.
How much of a deduction is that?
Ricky gets 1 point off for opening the door too fast. 2 more points off for Gloria leaving the door open.
Now, Gloria, here we see you crawling through the hallway. Why?
You told us to pretend there was smoke. When there's smoke, you're not supposed to walk through it.
Why not?
Smoke is really poisonous stuff. You take just one breath, and it can make it hard for you to think clearly. It can even knock you out, and you'd never escape. But there usually is some good air that you can breathe about knee high above the floor. So if you crawl, that's the air you're going to be breathing.
Excellent answer. Always crawl under the smoke to your exit. Now, you've almost got a perfect score, and that's going to be very...
Just a second, Brent. Going over the tapes, the judges noticed that Luis and Alicia didn't close their front door when they left. It's the same mistake Gloria made.
Me too.
That'll be 1 point off. I bet you won't make that mistake again.
Don't worry about it, Mom. That's why we have to practice our plan.
Now, here we see you coming out the front door, heading for the mailbox. Now, why did you do that?
Well, when you're planning for a fire emergency, you need to have an outdoor meeting place that everyone knows about.
Now, why is that?
Because if someone is missing, then you can tell the firefighters to go and help them escape.
Right.
The Garcias lost only 4 points in this first round. They score 16 out of a possible 20.
The Garcias are hot. All right, are you guys ready for round 2? All right, here we go. What's the most important thing you can do to make sure your family can escape a fire?
Live in a fire station. Ricky,
Gloria?
have a plan.
You're right, a plan. But why?
Without a plan, you don't have a clue what you're supposed to do.
Do you have a plan with you? This plan is worth a full 25 points if there are no deductions. Actually, our judges scanned your plan through the Planalyzer before the show. Here's what they found.
Is everybody ready? Here's the Planalyzer.
The Planalyzer shows that you've drawn all your doors and all your windows on the plan, and you have all your smoke alarms in the right places. That's good. You've also included a way out of every room, so everyone can get out of the house if there's a fire. Excellent. The judges did notice that something is missing. Can any of you see what's missing?
It looks like some of the rooms don't have a second way out marked.
Right. You have to have at least 2 ways out of each room on your plan. Luis, tell us why.
Because you can't predict what a fire will do. Smoke or flames can block your way out, so you have to plan for a second way out from every room.
But I thought we marked them all.
Well, you and Luis had a way marked down the back stairs, but there is no second way out for Gloria and Ricky.
Oh, my poor babies.
It's okay, Mom. We're really okay. Yeah, Ricky and I each had a ladder we can climb down on. I just forgot to mark them on the plan.
Well, let's have the Planalyzer add that to your plan. How much of a deduction is that? They had a second way out.
The judges say 1/2 point off for each ladder not marked.
Finally, your meeting point at the mailbox. I don't see that here.
I didn't think I'd have to mark it because it wasn't part of the house. We just know to meet there.
How much off?
1 point deducted. It should be on the plan.
That's all right, because you have a chance to earn 10 extra points.
Really?
Yes, if you've practiced your plan in the last 6 months, have you?
You mean like a fire drill?
Exactly, like a fire drill.
Sure, we do that at least twice a year.
That's great. What do you think?
10 points for practicing and 23 out of 25 for the plan. 33 points.
Whoa! Well, you guys have done a terrific job preparing for a fire emergency. Now, I'd like to check in with the Millers and see how their plan's coming along for next week's program. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Brent. I'd like you to meet my daughter, Alex.
Hello, Alex. How's it going?
Fine. I have a new baby sister.
Oh, it's terrific. Now, Susan, how's your plan coming?
Well, we never had an escape plan before, but with the new baby, I knew we needed one now more than ever.
Definitely.
Our apartment is really different from the Garcia's house. This is a tall building. We live on the 7th floor.
Well, now, how has that affected your plan?
Here, I'll show you. Our main escape route is not that different from a single-family house. When we hear the building alarm, well, she's asleep right now, but I pick up the baby in her room, and then we get out of the apartment. Then we just go down the stairs and out the front door to our meeting place.
Why don't you just take the elevator?
You should never take the elevator for the fire. You should always take the stairs. They're much safer.
If there's smoke or fire in the hallway and we can't get out that way, we have a backup plan. Then our plan is to come together in my bedroom, where we have a phone, to call the fire department.
Then we put tape around all the doors between us and the fire.
And cover the air vents to keep smoke from coming in.
Then we'll come out onto the balcony and we'll wave with the white clock and shine a flashlight at night so the firefighters will see us and rescue us.
Thanks, Susan. Alex, we'll be checking in with you a little later. But now I'd like to introduce you to someone who knows a lot about fires because he's been fighting them for 15 years. Please welcome Joe Strong to our show. Now, Joe, you've seen it all. Now, what is it that you want to tell our viewers?
The only thing I want to talk about today is smoke alarms. I've seen too many people hurt in fires because they didn't have enough smoke alarms or they weren't working.
No, I believe you.
Smoke alarms are made to go off when there's just a little smoke in the air, but you gotta react immediately so you'll have a chance to escape before thick smoke or flames reach you.
Now, before the show, we had Joe go into the Garcia's home and test their smoke alarms. What did you find?
Well, experts recommend having at least one smoke alarm on every floor, especially in or near bedrooms, and also in the basement. The Garcias have them everywhere they should. All their units work, and the batteries are good.
That's because I'm in charge of testing all the batteries. I do once a month, and every year I change them.
Fabulous!
Perfect score for smoke alarms. 20 out of a possible 20 points.
Right. Now, Susan Miller, are your smoke alarms ready for prime time?
I think so, Brent. In our building, they don't have batteries. They're wired in, and the manager takes care of them. She says they were just inspected, and they're fine.
Well, we'll find out next week. Until then, get ready for the challenge.
Bye!
All right. What a charming family. And now, it's time for the Garcia family's second Great Escape Challenge. We've got them back in their home, but this time we have a couple of surprises. For your next challenge, we've flown in someone very special who's in your home as we speak. It's your grandma.
My mom?
In your very guest room. Now, here's a pop quiz worth 5 points. If Grandma, or someone who can't escape on their own, is staying with you, how do they escape?
Me!
Okay, Gloria.
We have a plan. Grandma can't walk very well, so she sleeps on the first floor. We've agreed that Dad will help her get out. We've already practiced with her.
That answer couldn't be any better. 5 points.
The Garcias can't hear me right now, but what they don't know is that we're blowing fake smoke into the hallway right outside of Ricky and Gloria's bedrooms, so they can't use their regular escape routes. Is everybody in position? 3, 2, 1. Let's hear those smoke alarms!
This time, Ricky is the first off his bed. Everyone's at their door feeling for heat, cracking the door to look for smoke. The coast is clear for Alicia and Louise. They're heading down the hallway. But look, Gloria is opening her door, and there's thick smoke. Ricky sees the smoke, too. It's too much smoke to crawl under, so they're closing their doors quickly. They'll need to use their second way out. Now they're both going over to their windows, and they're opening them wide.
They know it's only a drill, so they won't actually go out the window.
They're taking their escape ladders out and hooking them over their windowsills. And they're putting them out just like they practiced. Stop the clock.
What a great escape! All right. Here comes the rest of your family. Hello, Mrs. Garcia.
Hi, Brent. That was wonderful.
Thanks. Now let's see how you all did. The judges are reviewing the tapes and should have the final score any moment now. Just like the last round, this round is also worth up to 20 points.
The judges have found only one place where the escape was less than perfect. Here's the replay.
Now, Louise, it looks like you started to go back into your house. Why?
I forgot my phone to call the fire department once I got outside.
But I reminded him, you should never go back into a burning building.
Going back in is a huge no-no.
I know.
You could have called from a neighbor's house.
Just 1 point deducted because Luis didn't actually go back inside. That could have gotten him disqualified. And that's the only deduction. This round adds 19 points to the Garcias' total.
Well, we're almost out of time, so let's get the final score.
The Garcias scored a whopping 93 out of 100. We hope all our viewers are this well prepared.
Amazing! All right, you guys have been terrific. Now we are out of time. Put your hands together again for the Garcia. We'll see you next week. Okay, let's let the folks at home know what the Great Escape Challenge is all about.
Always have a plan. With 2 ways out of every room and a meeting place outside. Practice the plan. Leave twice a year. Have a smoke alarm on every floor and in or near sleeping areas.
Test your alarms to make sure they work.
And replace the batteries if you need them.
Once out, stay out. Never go back inside a burning building.
For any reason.
See you next week on the Great Escape Challenge.